Alrighty. So we're gonna get started. We have a presentation. You know our introduction. We're still here. All right. The disclaimer is we are not city council members, government officials, nor a neighborhood watch program. We do not make policy. We can advocate for neighborhood needs. Our focus is on grassroots action, not political decision making. All right, Black Captain responsibilities, beautification efforts, summer cleanup series, which we have been doing pretty great at, and expand communication between city and residents, monthly Black Captain meetings, city council meetings, and connect residents with city departments. All right, role of Black Captains, attend events, Black Captain meetings, summer cleanup series, city events, connect with your neighbors, distribute flyers, physical copies, and on social media. Block Captain Program group chat, and that's on Facebook. You can follow it, and there's a link that will get to you as well. And relay concerns from your neighbors. Also show off your blog. This is an opportunity to connect with your neighbors if you haven't. Get out there, let them know, we're getting started. See what their interests are. Yeah. If you haven't done so, I say start. Yeah. All right, and this is the link to the chat. We talked about this last month.
I'm not sure how familiar or how much you guys use Facebook, but we are really trying to get this Facebook group up. Right now, the only people in it, I think, are me and Titus Robinson, who has not come to a single meeting. Jordan? Yeah, I should be. Yay, 3 people. So, if you're not, please join the group chat so that we have a good unified message to be able to, get people in there. So, if you need help, we'll happily help you with it at the end of the meeting. And we'll keep showing us that everything so that way we can get everybody in one place. For right now, I'm just going to start sending out blast emails and with links to this as well so everybody can get it. This is incredibly necessary. If you haven't done it today and you can't do it from your phone, at the end of this meeting, come stop by the desk. We need to get these filled out for all of our block captains because it is how you're going to get your supply kit. So even if you don't plan on hosting a community cleanup, it can be added to our general inventory if you're not going to use it directly. But obviously, you guys are we're happy to let you guys keep them and hold on to them to assist in beautifying your local neighborhood. And then this is also how we'll get the blocks, the signs for the Keep PA Beautiful. So we absolutely need block captain applications through Keep PA Beautiful. We did also, full disclaimer, try to see if we could get them streamlined and just send them a list of people, get everything shipped here. But logistically speaking, Keep PA Beautiful wanted an individual record of everything. So each block captain is required to fill out this additional application to get their welcome kit and sign up.
All right, the Holy City cleanup. That was our last cleanup event. It didn't rain. But we do like to send our official thank yous to those that participated in the neighborhood. The Holy City, it really wasn't. It was really good. Their streets are really clean. Their alleyways, though, was the mission, which allowed them to have parking and play spaces for kids, which is pretty great. So we are going to go back. That's one of the locations we're going to touch on when we get to the citywide cleanup. And individual locations could do it as much or as small as they want to. So if it's just a come out and clean day, you could do that. If you want to do it to a whole block party, you could do that too. Yeah.
I wanted to give a special shout out to the block captains that were able to attend this one. I know Ms. Montour was there, Mr. Ali was there, and Councilman Shaquan Davis also came out too. So just to name drop a couple of our folks that have been showing up pretty consistently throughout the season. And it was nice to see some block captains at the cleanups.
All right, Haley.
You want me to hit it? I'll switch places with you. All right, so this is like our next big project. You guys know we'll have our August cleanup on the 24th. It's Sunday. Is it this Sunday? Yeah, this
Yes.
Sunday. Sorry. So this Sunday, I've got so many dates swirling around in my head. So this Sunday is our last cleanup of an individual neighborhood for the summer cleanup series. So this will be I think the 5th or 6th one that we did, 5th. So we're closing out the season with a citywide cleanup, as we've been talking about, which is so cool to see it starting to come to fruition, because we kind of planted it as a seed at the beginning, but we said we wanted to gain the momentum of the summer and launch this big citywide cleanup. So thank you to Michael for coining our cleanup as the citywide Chester Pride cleanup. We're going to try to hold it annually. So as you can see, this will be our inaugural one, our first annual, but we'll be back again next year. This year it'll be on September 27th, and more details in the following slides. So we will do cleanups in the same hours that our other cleanups were, starting at 10 a.m. to noon, and they're going to happen all at the same time in 9 different locations. So what we need from our block captain program is people to man those locations, of course. There's only 3 of us between me, Dakeem, and Michael. There's 9 locations. We're also reaching out to some local community orgs to see if some of them will help cover some of the areas, but we definitely are encouraging our block captains who are in these neighborhoods to take on some of that responsibility. And then, next one. There's going to be an after party. So everyone, and even if you aren't able to make it into a participate in the actual cleanup, we will be having a celebration at the end from noon to 2. We have yet to settle on a location, but it's in conversation. So we'll make sure we get the actual location out there. It'll be somewhere central, somewhere local. We're going to do our best to make sure that we've got vendors there, a DJ, we're working on some food, we're working on donations. We're really, we're already up and running talking about this event and getting all the details ironed out. So what we need from the block captain program is we're gonna need some help with event setup, just really organizing people as they come in at 11:30. So obviously you won't even be at cleanup if you're gonna help with setup. So if you can't make a cleanup but are available a little later in the morning, that's a good place to start. We'll need a couple folks to check in at a registration table. For anyone who's there, we're trying to gather information for our residents so that at least we can disseminate information to them in another way. We're gonna get probably an email address or ask them to like our Facebook page and just show us that in order to participate in the events. So we'll have a check-in of some sort. And then we should tidy up. It is fitting that we, throwing a celebration, there's always going to be some closing details there, but we'll have some speakers. We'll invite some of you guys as block captains to share why you were inspired again to join this program, what you guys see the next year looking like. We'll celebrate the successes that we had here and really kind of focus on, what we're going to do moving forward as the warm season is dwindling and the cold season is for planning. So we want to be able to talk about, what's left to come. So these are our events coming up, especially with the big cleanup. We're going to be having a couple of additional meetings. So anyone who is able to oversee a site for the citywide cleanup, we're asking you to participate in a virtual, a Zoom call of some sort, where we'll get information all out, of course, for that, so that we can talk about what that is going to look like, overseeing a site, how we're going to get, supplies there, that sort of thing. We'll work out the logistical details there and loop you guys in, of course, as well. That's going to be on the 11th. So we've almost got these weekly meetings, boom, 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 throughout September to make sure that we're good to go. So our next in-person meeting will be the 18th, where largely we'll be talking about this. And then finally, we'll just do a quick run of show, basically, on the 25th, which will be a virtual meeting as well. So the only one that's going to be in person will be the block captain, the traditional block captain meeting, which will be on the 18th. And then lastly, that'll just lead us right up to Saturday the 27th, where we're going to hit the ground running with that citywide cleanup. Very, very excited about it. What else do we have? Killing it today. Yeah. So again, our next in-person meeting is the 18th. If you guys are interested in hosting or overseeing a site from 10 to noon, let us know so we can mark you down for one of the locations. And if not, let us know how you'd like to participate if you can at all. So.
Do I have your contact info?
You should. It's I was gonna say, can you go to the slide with all of our stuff? That's our email, and then our Facebook Messenger. I have that, and I've been responding to people on there. Or yeah, if you message our Facebook page, the Block Captain Program page, yeah, I'll get those right to my phone. No. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I can give you. And I can give you my private phone number too, if you'd like. That may be easiest. Yeah. Only. Yeah. Well, we can shoot each other a text after this. I'm just not gonna say it out loud on this on this publicly streamed broadcast. But yes, I'd love to make sure you get it.
So I want to add, with the 9 locations, if you want to take a screenshot to share this information, you can, but we also want to send it out to the Facebook group chat.
You know, we can probably make this into like a social media post, just taking the screen grabs from the presentation. So maybe we do that.
Yeah.
Help get that info out, so that people know where their locations are. Oh, we have flyers for you guys to hand out, if you would, on your block, to let them know that we're going to have those. If you take a look at what's there, you know your area better than ours.
Right.
I would even jot down which location is closest to you guys, so that you can encourage folks in your neighborhood to show up at those.
And I wanted to add, if you want to see a test run of what it's like to host at one of these sites, we will be currently at this block party event that's on Avenue of the States. We'll have a station there if you want to see what it's like running a day of show, being at the station, answering questions. That's a good way to test it out. And also tomorrow, we just got an email from Keep Delco Beautiful, and it's in regards to inviting us back to Suns Village Park. We did a cleanup there with them. That's where they did their launch. We kind of did our soft launch that same weekend. So they invited us out to come and see the improvement project that pretty much what it was all about. So they have like a story walk. They have activities and stationary activities that kids can participate in while walking through a trail through the park, and several other things. We can send out more information about that, but that is tomorrow. If you would like to go see things that's happening in the city and how they're changing the park over there, yeah, it's a pretty beautiful sight to see. So, yeah, you all can stop past.
So it's tomorrow, I just pulled up the email, tomorrow from 2 to 3:30, there's free water, ice, and pretzels. That's okay, I'll be on the road somewhere along 95 to pick up my child. And it's quite a drive, so I'll be right there with you. But in spirit, I'll be in Sun Village Park.
Yeah, and I'll be there to represent for the Block Captain program.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Bring some of those flyers.
Yeah. Yeah. And I'll also be here this upcoming Saturday. So if you happen to come out and bring your family or friends, they'll get information about the Block Captain program. Sign up if they want to. Yeah.
Sorry. So that event, I should have thrown that on our event thing. So there's a block party that's happening right here, Avenue of the States. Crystal Burrell is running it. She's in Parks or Recreation now. And yes, we will be tabling there. Saturday?
This is the 23rd, this upcoming Saturday, and from 2 to 8. And this flyer is outside. You can have take a copy of this if you like. Grab it right outside. Yeah, pretty fun. And again, if you want to do a day of show or one of the 9 locations, this is a nice way to see what a setup looks like. At least at the most minimal, see what a table setup looks like. And you won't be out there for as long as we'll be out here for this. Our cleanup events are only for 2 hours. So it wouldn't be too bad if you want to test it. Yeah.
Yeah, if anyone's listening, and for you guys too, we'll have all the supplies for people to host a station. We're hoping also as well with some local orgs, if they'll volunteer, they'll usually come with their own table. That's the big one. The flyers, the clipboards, those first aid kits, the actual cleanup supplies and whatnot, we'll make sure that everybody's connected to those resources and whatnot, but it won't require very much from you guys other than showing up. Yeah. All right. I mean, yeah, pretty light I mean, we've got a lot of planning to do, but those are going to require like more interactive sitting down, like think tanks. And behind the scenes, myself, Michael, and Dakeem are reaching far and wide to recruit engagement around this event in terms of whether it's a donation of time or a donation for a dumpster or a donation for food or even just encouraging folks to sign up as vending. We're not at the block party, we're not doing, or at the celebration at the end, we don't have a vending fee, nothing like that, so people can come out and set up a table. We just ask that, of course, they register with us because it's our event and we need to keep track of who's there. But yeah, so whether it's a local org offering services or a small business that wants to sell some things, like they're welcome to come out that day and celebrate with us a successful season. All right,
Yeah.
anything else? Do you guys have any questions for us? It's kind of late meeting, and I missed the last one.
Do we have in our possession a physical map of the city?
We personally do not. We have asked a lot of times for one though. It's not Justin's fault, but we do, we would like one.
Yeah, because, you know, my personal reason for asking that is to know who's in my area that we can start a network, even when the meeting, we don't have.
Yeah.
Meeting. Because I think this is gonna be an ongoing project that has to have more continuity.
Yeah. It may help us if we can even if we go through the block captain applications, we have everyone's addresses there. We might need to create a map like you made for the locations and then kind of put people into contact that way. Yeah, it'll be a little bit of legwork. Maybe we can put Daniela on that. So we'll ask our intern. We'll consult with our intern and see what we can get going on that.
You got my physical address, right?
Yeah, I'm sure we have it in a something somewhere. Yeah.
Yeah, so if all hearts and minds are at peace, I don't want to enforce anything because I think we covered everything. But yeah, I'd say get out to your neighbors just to build more excitement around the citywide cleanup. Because again, if we want to do it every year, let's get them all excited about it.
We are going to go around with some signage of some sort at all of the 9 locations leading up to the event to make sure that people know that that's going to be happening. So, yeah, I have some questions I want to talk to you guys about after everybody goes too. So,
Now, at Third and County, who's in that area? Do we know of right away?
off the top of my head, I don't know unless you can think of someone in the neighborhood.
Mm,
I'm really
I
bad
can't
at our
offhand.
cross streets.
No, I can't offhand. I could pull a reference and get back to you about it.
I appreciate that because, you know, here again, I want to create a networking opportunity, as I say, for ongoing. Because I think one of the ways that we tackle the bull by the horn is to have continuous networking with block captains in particular areas. That way we can enlist the city in whatever projects we might undertake while we are not in session for the meeting here.
Yeah. So I think really we're trying to do that too with the Facebook group too, to try to get everybody just in one place that we can even just casually, hey, by the way, here's a flyer for an event that's happening. Here's a resource that's available. The library's doing this week. The senior center's got this going on. Like just an opportunity for us to be able to exchange some of that information more efficiently. But boy, I think it's the heaviest lift of the program that we've had so far is just trying to find a central way to centralize all the information.
Well, you know, like anything in this industry, it takes some falling down, getting
Yep.
back up.
Yeah.
So,
So I think right now, I think we're just gonna go, I was thinking about this earlier today, I think we're gonna have to like old school it and just approach it by email for now until we can transition folks over to one central unit, so that there's not like one ongoing Facebook thread, one long ongoing email thread where stuff can get lost in it, but at least people are still being contacted in one place. So, yeah, that's been definitely the hardest part, is trying to get everyone into a unified form of messaging in today's day and age. Anything else from you gentlemen today for us?
I think my basic concerns have been addressed. It's one of the things with me, because I'm continuously working in my area. It's never a day I go by, 'cause I have, until it takes osmosis and brains of people, to understand what the whole gist of the matter of cleaning and greening means to us as citizens of Chester, that it creates a healthier environment.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
For them to get that etched in their brain, we have I have a daycare center on the corner of my street, and we put trash cans around, and people still drop trash.
Oh, so annoying.
It is so infuriating. And I mean, it doesn't take that much effort to drop it in the trash can.
No, I say the same thing whenever I'm driving up the ramp, like off the Curlin Street exit, because that ramp is always so terrible. But I'm like, you're on the highway. I know where you're going has a trash can. Just
Wait till you get there.
just wait till you get there. So, and it's leaving the city, so it's not even like it's folks who are like, oh, now I'm in Chester and I can throw my trash out. It's leaving the city. You guys just got in your car and realized your chip bag from last night is on the chair. Just wait. Bring it in the house. Anyway.
Right there in the prison, I see them take soap and bags of trash and toss it up over the opposite side of that's crazy.
Yeah, those big dumps, make sure you reach out to one of us too so we can get into Public Works and whatnot. They've been doing an excellent job doing with bulk cleanup, and they towed a ton of cars from Holy City as well. I think it was like, I heard the number 7.
Yeah, I heard 7 cars from Holy City had been picked up, and it's all about just reaching out, letting someone know what the issue is, and we can get someone out there. Well, the city can get someone out there.
A lot of the time it's just a matter of bringing it to their attention. Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. For sure.
You see? But when that is done, then what do we do? Who do we go to when we go to people and it's still not being done? See? Now, and look here, I got people all around my block.
It just came to the opposite. Simple sense.
And Justin, like I said, this isn't about trying, I'm not trying to prove,
But
yeah, anyway.
we don't wanna keep hearing that. We don't wanna hear that people are contacting us and things aren't getting done, so.
Yeah.
I'm not saying for you, I'm saying like, we want to make sure that when people are bringing things to our attention, they're getting addressed, they're getting solved, so.
Those are little things, you see, those are little things, because when it's not being done, then you see another vehicle dropping.
Right. Right.
That's what it's happening. It's a third vehicle that is dropped in Justin. With the old Mercedes thing. Well, that's it, right on the corner. I mean, you can barely make the turn. Okay. Melrose Avenue, you know where, or that, right, when you come down, it's a great big Mercedes thing, okay? All right. Again, doesn't move. See? But that comes from people utilizing that area to repair cars, all that stuff sits. Didn't always used to be like that either. Okay? Comes from the rental problem. Okay, rental problem is that base one second. Okay? But anyway,
Well, again,
Okay.
apologize that we haven't been successful there. We did get a bunch towed out of the city, so we at least were successful.
that's good. Okay.
But yeah,
It's-
I'm trying to make that the story on the block as well.
I think that that's also a little bit of the challenge in and of itself is that our city, obviously our city isn't super big, but it's not like our problems are focused in just one area where like just one day of going, like the fact that you can pull 7 cars from one neighborhood alone is crazy. Like it really is. That's mind blowing to me. You can't go anywhere else where that happens. And even I can't remember. Must have been the city's page, but I think it was on the mayor's as well. Like the picture of the little school bus that's got like all the plants growing out of it. I'm like, that had to have been there for 1,000 years. Like it's got trees going through it. Like that's crazy. So it definitely does take time to like almost undo that culture that took a long time for people to get comfortable doing things like that. But I will say to the city's credit as well, which there has been a shift in how departments are overseen. And we have qualified folks in the positions to oversee some of their departments now, but I imagine the transition is probably pretty tough and like learning again the in and outs and like how things were being done and like how they should be done, like changing those processes takes time in and of itself. So I want to give them credit where it's due, but we absolutely should keep bringing attention to the things that are not being addressed so that we can make sure that they're included as well. Baby steps are steps in the right direction, but sometimes I do wish the progress was faster, for sure.
I'm a retired individual from the city.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, a different part, different organization. But it's run like a business. And everybody, well, somebody has to report back to somebody. Okay, so it's followed. It's followed. But when nobody gets back to that question, that's always the problem.
Yeah, definitely.
Because then, depending on what the case is, it becomes a liability issue. See?
I'm really hopeful for that. I've been going around on this app more than a little bit, like since I had something to do with.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Okay. Once the ticketing system is up, when you could input your issues, you could track your issue, see it resolved, hopefully in more than 2 years, hopefully within a few weeks, which is drastically different from 2 years. So I'm hopeful that once it's launched, the app is launched, but once that function is launched,
I think even too, just the existence of a ticketing system like that also implies a written record of submissions. So I think the follow-up would almost like, it's demanded, therefore, if they have to answer to something. Now, we'll see what that looks like when it comes to fruition in terms of what the follow-up and whatnot looks like. But hopeful at least that there will be a written paper trail for folks. Because I would love to be able to see Public Works come up here and be like, we got all these submissions and our average turnaround time is less than 2 years.
You know, here's something here, it's been heavy on my mind. I have people that blocks the fire
Mhm.
who need to get signage put up, no parking.
They're blocking hydrants.
They're parking the parking.
They're parking in front of hydrants.
Yeah.
I think, can you call the, I'm not pro calling the police on things, but that,
Yeah, I want to get a physical sign
put up there.
put up to make sure that they know that you're breaking the law.
I was gonna say, is there a process for that?
I think there's something easier. I think it's easier than putting up signs. That's cost. But it's already an ordinance.
Yeah, I know.
There's already an ordinance.
Right.
That should be a phone call. That should be a phone call. You see, because again, there's already an ordinance for that. So if somebody's ignorant enough to park in front of that hydrant,
Yeah.
they deserve that citation.
Yeah.
They deserve it. You know,
Yeah, because that's a public safety hazard.
Oh, yeah, I mean, that's why I was like, yeah, that's something that needs to be resolved like immediately, because I've seen so many, unfortunately. I feel like we have more fires here than anywhere else I've ever experienced in my life. And then, of course, with the closure of all of our hospitals in Delaware County, you never want to make things a little bit more, I mean, any more tense or increase the delay by any additional amount of time. It's already so precious.
So it's gonna be an add on there, like you can take it to an install, but I think we'd also be looking into spaces where we can self-train on first aid, mental health, first aid, general skills that can help aid us as block captains. Like, if we have, like, we don't really have nurses and doctors on our street, right? But I think some of these skills that are coming out, due to the closing of the hospitals, we just definitely looking into those. Because many of them are free.
this city is full of nurses. Okay? We don't have any doctors in this city.
Right.
Okay? This city is full of RNs and LPNs. Okay? Lots of them. See, I mean, you'll see them all the time catching buses or getting out of the community. Okay? Lots. Doctors. McCray was the last one. We got to get out of private practice. So, unless I'm missing something. There might be one or two, but they're not operating in the city. I wouldn't be happy.
I travel all over the city and, I see,
No, but we've got plenty of nurses here.
yeah, but that's,
I can see a few doctors living here being quiet about it.
Excuse me?
I can see a few doctors living here being quiet about it.
I think even, I mean, I think a kind of,
I heard what you said.
I think even like, not even to account for those things, there have been like Stop the Bleed and like CPR trainings. I think that we've had a couple here at City Hall. So it might be good even throughout the cold months if we even have somebody come to one of our block captain meetings and do it that way, to kind of partner to bring some of those services, especially in the cold months while we're not cleaning up. So something else to add to our to-do, to be explored.
Yeah, keep that in the bill. Think about, please take suppliers if you need. We have our outside. Yeah, keep in contact, especially if anything come to mind. We meet every week. So anything you want to add about a location that you're interested in, the sooner you get to us with some insight, the more we can add to that deluxe activity. So
trying to. Yeah, I just didn't get a chance to talk to Dakeem or anything yet, so. Here you go. This is
Okay.
and if you want to, you definitely can. Just send me your name so that I know.
You have, have a Gmail address, email address?
Sure, I can.
Okay.
And then I do have our block captain emails on my phone, so I get those ones too. But sometimes Michael, it's usually Michael, beats me to them.
And how are we staying on the grant, program?
So I actually just reached out to them. We'll be able to apply for our grant for this quarter still, and then we'll be able to apply again in October.
Okay.
So, we're hoping to be able to see a grant for this cleanup. It'll be small, but
Yeah, well,
every little bit helps.
any move that helps, because, I'm in dire need of actually a
A what?
street,
A street broom.
yeah.
Yeah, well, sign up too, and if you want to do it before you leave, let's get you signed up for the welcome kit because they should. I'm not sure what comes in their basic supply welcome kit, but there's probably something in there that can help you out.
Yeah, because, you know, I'm usually, regular room that you use in your house,
Yeah,
and it's terrible.
it's less effective for sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
Need a commercial room.
Yeah, that's what I'm telling
Commercial room.
you. Yeah.
At an event on Sunday with gloves that were size too small. Oh my gosh, it was the worst. And it was like hot and sweaty out there, so I'm pulling them on. They're sticking to all my fingers. I'm like ripping them as I do them, but I wasn't picking up that trash without gloves on. So, but I hear you. Yeah, sometimes you make it work, but it would be a lot easier to just have the right stuff to begin with.
I bought a box of these medium size from, Home Depot.
hmm
That's where I get them to work gloves also.
hmm
Yeah. A lot of times I'm digging up for grass along the curbside.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, you know, it's a hard job, but I feel good at night.
Oh yeah. No, I felt it that day too on Sunday. I was running around like a crazy person.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Absolutely.
But you know what, I can, come out of my house and see the results of my labor. That is job one for me.
I was very satisfied putting down my big bag of trash. Like, look, I got all this off the ground. I'm gonna leave this, and they're gonna be like, they destroyed this. They destroyed the park. So it would have been very hypocritical for me specifically to have been in attendance there, being like, come to our cleanup next weekend, a different part of Chester after I just participated in this mess. But yeah, so that's why too we have that like little half hour scheduled for at the end of our celebration, so that we can just tidy up whatever the results of the celebration. So it's all about community.
I'm the type of guy like this. If I have a wrapper or something, I'll stick it in my pocket till I get home to the trash.
That's what I'm saying. Wherever you're going has a trash can, I
Yeah.
promise. And if it doesn't, you probably shouldn't be coming there. I'm gonna pull up that form if you want to meet me, and if you want to fill out yours while you're here too, might as well.
Should we stop like the recording?
Yes. Yeah. Please.